All right, welcome back to the program this morning. Some numbers for you as we work through Thursday. As we go through Colon Cancer Awareness Month, I think about some of these things. Each year, north of 150,000 people are diagnosed with colon cancer, and 50,000 people are going to lose the fight. Now, let's bring this home for a second. Here in South Carolina, we're among the lowest rates of diagnosis, but the highest in deaths. So what's the takeaway? You got to be aware. You got to get checked because you know what? You actually can beat it. Joining me this morning, Dr. Trey Dunaway from South Carolina Medical Endoscopy Center. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Tyler.
You know, they're frightening numbers that, 150,000 people get diagnosed, 50,000 die, which is a tragedy in any death, but, cancer scary across the board. But
sure.
When you say this one you could actually beat, it's like, why are 50,000 people dying?
Well, the reason we can beat it is unlike prostate cancer, where you do PSA screenings for early detection of cancer, or mammography, where again you do early detection of cancer.
Right.
With colonoscopy, you can take the polyp out that is benign before it turns into a cancer. So it's entirely preventable for 90% of people.
So you take it out before
it becomes a problem. Most cancers start off from little polyps in the colon, and they're benign when they're babies. People start growing them when they're in their 40s and their 50s, and by the time they get to the 60s and the 70s, they've grown into a colon cancer.
Right.
But if you can take them out before they even become malignant, you've totally beaten the disease.
You can actually just beat it. And
so colon cancer is the preventable disease. It's
only
the preventable
one.
Cancer. Exactly.
And it's one of the largest killers. So isn't that interesting that it really comes back to us being mindful of knowing our own bodies? And to that end, pardon the joke, see what I did there? That end?
I like it.
Yeah, see that? You can use that. Write that down. Trademark Tyler Ryan. What are some things maybe from at home that I go, something quite right down below?
Well, usually when a colon cancer begins, it causes no symptoms.
Okay.
When it becomes more advanced, the most common problem is you see blood in the stool.
Okay.
And you can have weight loss and intestinal problems, but by then, the cat's out of the bag. Right. Horses have left the barn. Because it's silent. So the best thing to do is to do a screening colonoscopy. When most people turn about 50 years of age, they need a screening colonoscopy.
Okay.
African Americans need to start at 45 because they have a higher prevalence of colon cancer. And when it's identified, it's more aggressive. We don't know why.
Okay, so you don't know why, but that's just the numbers, the stats play out.
That's the way it is.
Now, are there any reasons for somebody younger, in the 20s or 30s to get checked, or do you say, well, I'm not until I hit the big 50 that I have to worry about it?
If you have a strong history of colon cancer and someone in your family died when they were young, we recommend you get screened before their age.
Right.
Otherwise, if they just have a strong history of colon cancer in the family, they might want to start screening at 40.
Now, when you take that polyp out, presuming that you get it checked and there's no, cancerous, you've got all the cancerous cells out. How do you get checked then? I mean, is it important to stay monitoring because you may get more, you may develop more through time?
We recommend screening colonoscopies every 10 years if they're negative exams up until the age of 75.
Okay.
If you find a polyp, then you might come back a little sooner just to make sure you don't have any more and to make sure all of them were detected at the time of the colonoscopy.
Right. All right, talking colon cancer this morning. Not a very comfortable subject, either physically or to think about, but a very important one, especially when you think about the fact you can actually beat this cancer, the one you can beat. And coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to continue with Dr. Dunaway about actually the treatment, how you go in and check, and we've got an announcement for you as well. So we're going to stay tuned for that. But up next, Garrett Biedenbaugh's got an announcement of his own, whether it's going to be windy again today or not. That's 2 minutes away. Stay with us. Good Day, Columbia. Welcome back to Good Day, Columbia. Continuing the conversation about Colon Cancer Awareness Month, of course, being March. And the fact that here in South Carolina, we are among the lowest of diagnosis, but the highest of deaths. What does that mean? The bottom line is get your bottom checked. Dr. Trey Dunaway from South Carolina Medical Endoscopy Center joins us continuing today. Sir, and thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.
The key is getting checked. And so Tuesday morning, in an effort to say, you know what, getting checked is not the worst thing in the world, I'm going to undergo on television the procedure.
How exciting for all of us.
Yes.
And to celebrate, before you have colonoscopy, you've got to clean out Big Stinky. You've got to clean them out.
Hey!
So what we've done, the welcome wagon has a welcome basket. We at the South Carolina Medical Endoscopy Center have brought you the colon cleaning basket for Easter.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you what we brought you.
All right.
We brought you a laxative that you'll be taking, a couple of pills in a box.
All right.
We brought you magnesium citrate, another laxative.
Oh, okay, laxative.
Now it looks like you might think it's Sprite because it's kind of lime flavored.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, so don't mix that with the vodka and Sprite.
You go on a clear liquid diet, so
right.
we brought you hard candies that you can use, and also, of course, we brought you green Jell-O.
Green Jell-O.
Green.
I love Jell-O.
Well, we don't do red Jell-O.
No, why not?
Well, because if we see red, we might think it's blood.
Ah.
We could get faint, pass out, and what good would that do you in a colonoscopy?
I'd really rather you not pass out when you're on
We'll go with the green Jell-O, and also there's always room for Jell-O.
Yes, Doc, there's always room for Jell-O. How soon, now, getting prepped for this, if you're going to do this, how soon do I have to start this wonderful party in my mouth?
You're going to start 2 days before the procedure.
Okay.
And we give you a clear liquid diet. That means if you can read a newspaper through the liquid, with the exception of, I also brought you the Gatorade.
Okay.
With the exception of Gatorade, which isn't, it's pretty clear, but you have to be able to read a newspaper through it. That's a clear liquid. So milk would not be a clear liquid.
Sure.
And the idea is we want to flush your colon out to make sure there are no
Yeah,
residues.
We're together. Yeah,
Otherwise, it's like dodging asteroids, and we want to avoid that if at all possible.
All right, all right. So I get clean, you go in, and how long does the procedure take?
About a half an hour.
That's it?
About a half an hour.
Okay,
Studies
wow.
have shown if it takes less than 20 minutes, you're probably not getting a full exam.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that our ADR, that's the adenoma detection rate, is high.
Right. So you're spending some time, you're really taking your time up there to make sure that...
Exactly. Okay. National average should be around 20. About half the people get 20. Okay. The other half don't. And we get 30. So you're getting a quality colonoscopy.
Sure. And guys, the reason we're doing this is it's so important to get checked. Look at the numbers, 150,000 diagnoses, 50,000 deaths. But the bottom line is you get checked and you can beat it. And that's the important part and why we're spending a lot of time on this topic. A very delicate, if you will, topic, right, Doc? But it's so important. Pain, am I going to be in some pain?
No. Absolutely not. We use propofol as an anesthetic.
Okay.
It's not just sedation, it's an anesthetic. You remember propofol, Michael Jackson's drug of choice?
That's right.
Well, we use the thriller dose, not the killer dose. And it's administered by an anesthesia professional. So you don't have to worry about it. Oh yeah, tons of jokes.
I guess in that brand of work you have to, right?
My daughter says, Dad, I don't see what you like about this. To me, it's like playing a fantastic video game that can save lives.
I think that wraps it up right there. I mean, that's very very astute, guys. Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Put links for you at WACH.com. We're gonna do this on Tuesday. We're gonna get it done. And I'm gonna show you that it's not a bad thing. We're also gonna show the results. So that's a little bit nerve-wracking, but we're gonna get the results live on the air as well. So we'll find out together how healthy Tyler Ryan is, but how easy it is to get checked. And there's absolutely no reason you should not. Men and women, and like you said, African Americans are even younger, higher risk for not only diagnosis but death.
But more people die from colon cancer than any other cancer for non-smokers. And more people die from colon cancers than breast cancer and prostate cancer. And those are early detection. This prevents the disease from happening to begin with.
All right. Dr. Trey Dunaway from the South Carolina Colon. What is it? Endoscopy Center.
South Carolina Medical Endoscopy Center.
Make sure I get it right, Doc. Thanks for coming in. I don't have to be shaking your hand after Tuesday morning. We'll figure out together. Guys, details at watch.com.
We'll wear gloves.
Stay with us.
With hearing loss, you do have a sense of isolation at times, and it's frustrating.
Hearing loss is as individual as you are. Some people need power instruments, some people like Bluetooth technology.
They care about you as a person. They ask you your lifestyle, what you like to do, how active you are.
We have the best hearing aids in the industry in all shapes and sizes at prices that will surprise you. Right now we're offering a free charger, so call us for a consultation and hear it for yourself.
So let's just make it faster. Hey, welcome to Time Warner Cable.
100 megs, huh?
Excuse me?
I'm a psychic. I read minds.
No way.
Yes way. You were going to tell me that with Time Warner Cable, I can get internet speeds up to 100 megs. That's why I'm here.
Wow. And also...
Time Warner Cable's reliable internet performance lets me stream more content on more screens without buffering. Got it.
You're good. But did you know...
Did I know that Time Warner Cable offers internet at an everyday low price of $14.99 a month, and all I have to do is call 1-855-WANT-TWC? I'm psychic.
What about now?
You're wondering if you closed the garage door this morning.
Could have used you as a defensive coordinator when I was coaching.
I'm very good.
Call 1-855-WANT-TWC to get everyday low-price internet for $14.99 a month, every day guaranteed. Just call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit twc.com today. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Guaranteed.
5, 4, 3, 2,